Would you like to learn how to make some super yummy Jamaican style stew peas? Just like this? You would? Good. Because in this episode of the Lisa D's Delight Show, I'm going to show you how to do it.
Lisa D Delight.
Here are a few things that you will need, but the exact ingredient list and measurements and such will be in the description box below. We're going to start off with a pot on high heat and boil us up some ham hocks, some fresh garlic, bay leaves, and pimento seeds. Traditionally, pig's tail is used in Jamaican stew peas, but I like to use ham hocks. But really, you can use any kind of meat that you like. We're going to let them cook for about 2 hours. We don't want to cook them all the way because they're going to continue to cook later. The ham hocks are going to take longer to cook than the peas. They're really beans, but Jamaicans call them peas. Why? Me no know, you know. So I added some fresh garlic, some mashed up pimento seeds, and some water to the peas. We're going to let the peas pre-soak while the ham hocks are cooking. It's best to let them soak overnight. That cuts down on the cooking time, but just soaking them a few hours would also help. No fire yet, I'm just letting them soak here. While the hocks are cooking and the beans are soaking, let's season this pork picnic shoulder slice. I'm just going to season it with a little bit of ASIL, which is my own all-purpose seasoning. You can grab you some with the link pinned in the comment section. But if you don't have it, you can just use your favorite seasoned salt. I'm going to let the picnic shoulder marinate in the fridge for about 1.5 hours while we wait on the ham hocks to cook.
Many hours later.
So it's been about 1.5 hours and the ham hocks are almost there. They're semi-soft but not tender, which is right where I want them to be. But I'm going to let them continue to cook for a short while we cook the pork slice. So I added some onions to the pork and some water to the pan, and I'm going to boil the pork for about 30 minutes on medium-high heat. Now that the meats are almost done, we can start cooking the peas. I turned the fire on to medium heat, and I'm adding the liquid that I cooked the ham hocks in, because that's tons of flavor right there. But if you were using pig's tails, you would just use clean water because that water would be full of salt. Just add enough liquid that it comes about 2 inches above the peas. So I let the peas come to a boil. Then I added some onions. I reduced the heat to low and covered the pot. Now it's been about 30 minutes and the pork is just about done. It's going to continue to cook with the peas. So I chopped it all up and this is what we got. So the peas have been cooking for a little over 30 minutes. Now it's time to add both meats to the party. And let's add some fresh thyme too. As the peas are cooking, of course you want to check them periodically and give them a good stir, but also check the liquid level. If you find that the liquid is cooking out too soon, you can always add more water or beef broth. Make sure you press everything down into the liquid. Make sure everything is well immersed. Next, we want to cover the pot. Leave the flame on low while we work on the dumplings, or spinners as Jamaicans call them. Yaman. You just take some flour and add a little salt. I use pink salt, and I add a little sugar, but that's optional since you think you grown. And add some water and just stir it up. I use a spoon at first to try and get it all nice and well combined before I go in with my hands. You just want to add a little bit of water at a time so that you can touch and feel and try to get to the consistency that you're looking for, which is something like this. And if you happen to add too much water, then you can always add, more flour to get you where you need to be. Can you guess why Jamaicans call them spinners? Yes, you can. Allow you a tell. You just spin them bad boys up just like so. Now let's check on the peas. They have been cooking for about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and now it's time to season the pot. I'm adding some coconut milk and giving it a good stir. And then next, I'm going to add the spinners, the dumplings. Next, I'm going to add a little ginger paste. You can use this or you can use the powder, or fresh ginger is always best. This salad and vegetable seasoning is not a traditional ingredient for stew peas, but I'm telling you, it's good in some stew peas. Okay. Now I'm going in with some ASIL, which is my own all-purpose seasoning. You can grab you some with the link pinned in the comment section. But if you don't have it, you could just use your favorite seasoned salt, as well as some garlic powder and onion powder. Now let's add some scallions as well as some onions, and the only kind of heat that I can stand, some fresh cracked black pepper. But if you like heat, add you a Scotch bonnet pepper right here. I like to add a little bit of butter for richness and thickness, but it's optional. I was just trying to help you, Palate. Now I let the peas cook for another 15 minutes, and now they're done, and this is what we got. You just have to remove the thyme, bay leaves, pimento seeds, and bones. Want to see how it looks all plated up? Wait, man.
Lisa D delight.
My, won't he do it? Yes, he will, all the time. Baby, these stew peas were so dang good. If you never had stew peas, you have to try it. From my yard to yours, happy holidays. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. After all, I was just trying to help you, Palate. God bless you. Bye.
You got recipes. Damn, you make the food look so good. Make sure you like and subscribe. Damn, you make the food look so good. Make sure you like and subscribe. Damn, you make the food look so good. Make sure you like and subscribe. Damn, you make the food look so good. Make sure you like and subscribe.